mercy upon me, O Yah, for I am weak. O Yah, heal me.
I love strawberry.
Psalm 6, verse 2.
Well, if you're gonna do something and you don't know about it, there's somebody who has done it before and know about it, so you can get the information from them and learn. Here we have some strawberry runners. So one of the things is that the sun will tend to burn them when they're just resting on the ground if you're not getting a lot of rain. Fortunately, we're getting a lot of rain now. Take these. These are bamboo leaves, the dried bamboo leaves. So they help to hold in the moisture in the soil and create like a carpet for the runners and also for the strawberries when they bear. So I'll take enough to pad this and allow all of these runners now to be able to be cushioned. It's like this runner now, once it starts to root, you'll be able to rest on this. If you rest directly on the ground, you can spoil. Eventually it will break down into the soil as well. So there's a purpose for everything, whether living or dead. Where did that come from? Blessed be the name of Yahweh. Bless up Israel, Shalom. Brother Omar here. RK Renvis Solutions is the name of the business, and another branch is Cafe Beak. We'll be showing you shortly where we have the coffee, and we use that as a base to do everything coffee. And within that, the solutions now come in where like we'll plant crops between the coffee to prevent the weed or keep the weed under control, and then products from the coffee to market. And that's the whole idea. But this is a model coffee in terms of the design. We'll have fruit trees, plants, special plants, and decorated everything. We'll have a space in the middle with a building and area where you can come and have like farm tours or farm presentations. So even Minister of Agriculture at some point could come and have a hosting there or something. So plans are in the making, and this stretcher road here will be cut so that vehicles can drive out and drive down into the property shortly. So it's a development in the process. Thanks.
Thank you. All I can say is thank you. Thank you. Have mercy upon me, oh yeah. For
we had a figurine that was the shape of a hen, and I broke it and just chiseled my way through to get it. Shalom, I am Brother Omar Beek. Here am I in my office, Ren Viz Solutions home office. Started up after I prayed with Yahweh in 2016. Right in this very room, he gave me the idea for Ren Viz Solutions. This garden came out of an inspiration from Yah, and the concept was to, rather than looking at a piece of property as waste or it's just run down, it was supposed to be a canvas, and looking at it as a canvas now that you could do a painting. So the painting would be to put in the plants, the various herbs, the various flowers and everything, and some for food, some for beauty. And the composition would be something that one could come and enjoy. It would be therapeutic, and at the end of the day it would lift the value of the property. Now, what you would have seen is plants and structures, buildings, everything combined. But everything is centered around a design. Now, Yahweh is the greatest designer I know, and with each and every element, he gives me ideas as to design. So ultimately, this will become a tour attraction, it will become a place for food, and it will become a forerunner of other developments, and as a first of many developments. And even the structure will be transformed. So the garden that surrounds is the first step, then it will be the structure, and ultimately the entire property. So this will be a place where persons can come, they can have their weddings, or just come and take the pictures, or just come and hang out and enjoy the vibes, the scenery, the environment, etc. Everything that I have done, I've attributed to Yahuwah, and what you're seeing is evidence of how He has led me over the years. Now, the models at the front are representative of the design in its fullness, that talent, that gifting that Yahweh has given me. Now, whatever I think or vision, I'd want to build it. I'd only sketch it to get an idea of the measurements or such, but then I'd want to build it. So I started with those, and that was done way back in the 90s. At 17 years old, I discovered my talent. It was about designing. It was about teaching. It was about writing. It was about singing. So this aspect comes into the designing and building. But I have come to see myself as a channel of Yahuwah and His goodness, His giftings and His design. And just as He did in the Garden of Eden, He empowered others. He empowered them to really just put forth what He wanted. Even Adam to say, call an animal, a donkey or a bear or such. He basically gave me the ideas as to how to put all these models together. This was done from chalk. Now this is a material that a lot of the artisans use to make sculptures or various figurines, and I destroyed a figurine to create those two models. Now that came after I took a rock, built a palm tree and put on it. I did not save any pictures or any thing from that, but that was the very first inspiration. And after putting a palm tree and the fence on the rock, I said I wanted to have a house on it. That rock was a little bigger than my palm. And then came the idea to do this. But after doing that one, I said to myself, no, I want something more real, something more tangible where you can see the design of the windows, the roof, the columns, the arches, and the various ideas for the roofing. So what I did after that was I actually sketched and drew, literally sketched and drew on paper, and I got the inspiration to put measurements. So if this side was say 10 centimeters, I needed to balance it 10 centimeters on this side as well. Then I would determine how I'd put the garage to project and how I'd put on the balconies on top. So there had to be some balance in the arrangement and the structure. All of this was before I did any technical drawing or any of the sort. So what you're seeing is raw talent. What you see is this was done in 1997. I was just started leaving high school and discovering my talent. This was done in 1998. Now, this one took me months to actually put together, because it was just the idea. It was young. I was just getting into the hand of it. But these were done over the years. I did some others in between these, but ultimately I got to these models, and they were done within a month. These were done in 2001 April. So they're actually 20 years old. 20 years old. You can actually still smell the actual wood. Now these are so sophisticated that you have glass windows. The model basically shows you the outline of a plan, but I've taken out the interior walls just to facilitate it, that you can use it to store something, like a trinket box. The door opens. The front door actually opens. As you can see, you pull on this and it closes. The garage door, this one slides up. And you can slide it down back like that. So you can put light in there in the nights and you'll be able to actually see it light up and everything. And of course, for the purpose of storage. But what I do, this is a model. but I actually went on to UTech after doing these, and then I moved to the level where I started to do the plans. For me, there are two sides to this. I can actually take a design and build it out in wood, or I can take it and for a person to build. For them now, it would be simply to move from the plan to actually building their actual dream home. So what we're seeing is the front elevation and side elevations here. And on the right, you would see a sketch of the interior. It's as if you took a saw and you just ripped the house in the middle. It's this spar here. And up top we have the floor plans. So it's a 2-level structure. So we have the ground floor and we have the first floor. For this one, this was the existing structure, and when you have an existing structure, we draw it up and we mark it shaded, and then the new structure goes around it. So that's the idea why this is done. If it was not, then everything would be plain as with this one. One of the interesting things is that with this, it's a package. From the garden to the architecture, this band that I'm wearing on my hand here was also a model that I made as Yahweh led me and gave me inspiration. Experimental, and I'll be actually working on some new ones to come on stream. Being able to do these, then there's this model raft here that I made from bamboo as well. So the idea is to make it as real and as interesting as possible. Detail, big on detail. But all of this is to unearth the giftings that are in me. For my services at Renviz Solutions, you can contact me at 876-371-9288. Services range from architecture, interior design, landscaping to construction. You can also contact me at Gmail. That's omara.beak@gmail.com or ren.viz. That's ren.viz solutions@gmail.com. That's shalom.
The glory and the honor, it belongs to you. I wanna know 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 you. Wanna know you. I wanna know you. Wanna know you. I wanna know you. Wanna know you. Wanna know.
in on a ship, taken as a slave. You said we were the ones who were depraved, but it was you took us on the good ship, Jesus, which you told me was my Savior. But my Savior is Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who died for me. You didn't want us to find out who we are. Didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen ones. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. So you lied to us. You took our name from us, stole our identity, stole our language. You didn't want us to write or read. Now our eyes are wide open and we can see. Shot us, killed us, raped us, robbed us, sold us into slavery, threw us into the Atlantic, left us for dead, drug us behind the horses and flogged us, even raped our men. Breaking sex farm, lynched us and forced us to breastfeed your babies, not to mention the devil's punch bowl, which you tried to erase from history. Everything we learned, we must unlearn, for the truth will set you free. Come on out of the slave mentality. We are not a religion, but a nation. Royal priesthood, God's special possession that you may declare the praises of Him who brought you out of darkness into His marvelous light. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen ones. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen If it ain't authentic, I don't want it.
Sometimes you just gotta go. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. I encourage myself.
Where my nation at? Time to get on deck. Melchizedek, king and priest got the bread, about to fill 'em with that.
price for me. I'm so grateful to come before thee. Humbly in my mind is how I want to serve you. With sin no longer in my life, my actions have to show you. Yah will reign, Yah will reign, Yahweh forever. 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 Yahweh, with all my heart and mind, with all my soul, how I walk this narrow line. I'm gonna serve you, it's all I have to give. Gonna show you by this life I live. You are worthy, so I must endure. You're the only thing that I'm waiting for. Keep your commandments as I'm staying true. The only way I will know what to do. Yah will reign, Yah will reign, Yahweh forever. Yah will reign, Yah will reign, Yahweh forever. Yah will reign, Yah will reign, Yahweh forever. Yah will reign, Yah will reign, Yahweh ever. Yah will reign, Yah will reign, Yahweh forever. Yah will reign, Yah will reign, Yahweh forever.
Jacob's troubles will soon be over. Yeshua in all his power and glory, the King will soon return. Jacob's troubles, the red dragon scattered Yahweh's people. Israelites' bones have been plundered, plundered from nation to nation. Jacob's troubles, Yashrea's remains cry out in pain. When the trumpet sang in the land of the deceased, the 12 tribes of Yashrea will be free. After time and time, then half a time, we can look into the skies and see all of the signs. Jacob's troubles will soon be over.
I woke up this morning, Yahusha's calling, Babylon's falling, you've got to heed the warning.
Alright, shalom, blessed love Israel. So all glory to the Most High. Right here in Jamaica, Israel is awake. People are coming to the truth of who they are and who the Creator is. Out of the eyesight of religion and man-made doctrine, we are connecting directly to the King, and by calling him by his true name and being baptized in his name, his son name, and receiving the raw flesh. If you are interested to be immersed in the true name, contact us at 1-876-355-0210. Visit I am that I am, assemblyofisrael.com, and learn who you are, and who we are, and whose we are. Connect to your King. Shalom, Israel. Blessed love.
Hello, family. It is indeed a great pleasure and a joy to be here to, renew this covenant with the Almighty.
A lot of us have been baptized, but we realize that the name in which we were baptized, or the titles, are not accurate. Because the Father has a name, the Son has a name, and the Spirit has a name. So we have to go back to the ancient names, come to realize what men did with the scriptures is folly. They put a name that was never his name. They put a name that was actually another deity. Why? Because our enemies knew that when we would call another name, he would remain in the curse. But the curse has been lifted. 400 years of captivity is coming. Hallelujah. Father, I be immersed in the name of Yahuwah, the Son Yahushua.
Sit I'm born of the water, the Spirit and the blood. Thank you, I'm born again.
Such a joy that we are here. Let us pray. Father, in the name of Yahushua, Mashiach, thank you that we can gather here this day. We thank you for your love, your mercy, and your grace. And your word says, go forth, teach all nations. Baptize them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Ruach Kodesh. Father, I pronounce a blessing upon this water. Let it flow long as you will for your people. In the mighty name of Yahushua. Bless the land. Yahusha, the head of man, man the head of the woman, woman the head of the children, and this is the order. Hallelujah. So be it. Hallelujah. Blot out my transgressions, wash me thoroughly from my iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin.
Hallelujah!
Sacrifices of Yah are broken spirit, broken and a contrite heart. Oh Yah, but will not despise. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. We are here with Brother Jeremiah Hu and his mother. We are here with Brother Ponton and his granddaughter.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
I encourage you to come and hear the word of Yah and get baptized. Yah said to me, what are you waiting for, Sean? And I listened and I got baptized. So Yah is speaking to you and you have to listen. Shalom.
These are the words that he told me. Prophesy, prophesy to the sons and daughters of Judah. The blood of Israel ran through Awake from your sleep and your slumber. I'll be back again. I speak to the dry bones in the valley. Israel, yeah, it's calling. Awake, oh Israel. Come see, oh Israel. Oh, hear, oh Israel. I prophesy, yeah. Awake, oh Israel. Come see, oh Israel. Oh, hear, oh Israel. I prophesy, yeah.
she's more fragile than she seems. She needs your help and your love.
A wise king once told me, we are one. I didn't understand him then. Now I do.
But they...
Them? Us. Look at them. They are us. What differences do you see?
What does the truth matter anyway? Why are you going to be truthful with me and you lie to everyone else?
You lied when you smiled at that cracker down at the job, right? Lie to me. Treat me the same way you treat him.
I can't treat you the same way I treat
You
him.
must.
I can't.
You must. Because I've caught the frowns and the anger. He's happy with you. He doesn't know you're unhappy. You grin at him all day long. And you come home and I catch hell. Because I love you, I get least of you. I get the very minimum. And all I'm saying is, fake it with me.
Is that too much for the black woman to ask of the black man?
Imagine a day without women. I bet your first thought was who about to take care of the children. That's just like us, placing all of their value in rearing. Little versions of our imperfect heart on the surface, hard to work with, soft at the core. Won't explore past trauma just to make sure he could be a good father. Imagine they missing for starters. We stuck in predicament that we can't fix with our wallets. Now we must deal with our garbage, baggage. Imagine a world with no magic. It must feel so apocalyptic. Ain't no called up predicament. Imagine God said she's sick of it and took all her wings.
She's looking for my family. She's looking for my family.
The rapture. Imagine a world with no flowers. Imagine on sand but no beach, no sweet, only sour, no leaves on the trees, zero oxygen, I can't breathe, I believe. Heroes often wear moccasins, prophets that prophesied of this day, I ain't believe them. Just like a nigga that thinks she won't leave him. Blink of an eye, you went to the sky, I know you see him looking down, ain't you disappointed? It took this for us to get the point, it took a picture to disappear, missing mornings with you waking up next to me. Breakfast in bed, should've did that more regularly. Bacon and eggs be the least we could do to show you we appreciate you, but it's too late. Heaven got you in your true state. Listen here to what a fool say when you go. The rapture. Imagine you was only dreaming. Imagine you waking up holding and squeezing her, showing her just how you feel in every moment, knowing that she could be gone and heaven's home to all of her children. After that vision, I'm willing to listen. After that sentence to an existence without passion, I risk it all to give it all right back to our women. Can't turn our backs on our women. Do more than chill and relax on our women. Secure the bag and invest in stash. Little boy be mad. Can't place a tag with a price on a life with the right woman. Ike with the right, tried to fight woman. Die nigga, die if you strike woman. I question if you even like women. Your breath could leave you in a second, nigga. Real niggas lay down protecting women. Still recognize that I ain't perfect. I done done some things to hurt and cause stress for the women. God bless him. Life served me hard lessons. Just keep in mind each season time ends. The womb is where all life begins. No world without woman.
When I think about black women, when I think about myself or other black women, I think about beauty. I feel like all black women are unique and beautiful.
We have to take care of this. We have to take care of that. We have to take care of the country. We have to take care of the people who hate us.
Not only do we have to carry ourselves, but we have to carry the weight of the world and the weight of our black men and the weight of our families and our children on our shoulders.
That's what makes us beautiful, and that's what makes us really be loving and caring creatures that we are.
time we're gonna see Australia. This 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 time we're gonna see Australia.
The rapture.
This time we're gonna see Australia.
All right, Shabbat Shalom. We have some technical difficulties, but we're good now. Let's start off from the top. If you can, read Jude chapter 1 and just break it into sections and we'll break it down. Because the key thing I want people to understand is truly that correlation between those that have departed their set purpose. They've departed away from really the covenant. They started amongst us and deviated off a different path, and how it directly correlates with the watchers, basically. So go ahead and hit it up. Jude chapter 1, nice and loud.
Jude chapter 1, start with verse 1. Jude, the servant of Jesus Christ and the brother of James, to them that are sanctified by Yah the Father and preserved in Yeshua the HaMashiach, and called, mercy unto you, and peace and love be multiplied. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. But there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old